Hi, welcome to our first project. In programming, every string starts with 0, so that's the reason why we decided from 7 projects to call our first one 0. Actually, we are going to have 8 projects. In this 0 project, we will shortly introduce you with HTML and creation of a web page. We will make our first little page. For start, we will make a new folder which is going to be called Project 0. This folder we are going to open in brackets. Right mouse click and open as brackets project. OK. We are used to black theme when using brackets, so first let's change that. Let's go up on View and then Themes. Let's choose brackets dark and click Done. Done is for confirmation. OK, now we got black theme. Inside of our folder, let's create new file with name index.html. Right mouse click and new file. We are writing index.html. Now, inside of index.html document, let's make basic HTML skeleton. We won't be doing it manually, so let's install one more plugin that's called HTML skeleton. Let's search for it. That's this plugin. Install it and close the window. Now we are going to open HTML skeleton and check only basic HTML skeleton. In this lesson, we will need only that. Let's click Done. OK. Now we have only basic skeleton. Some things we won't be needing on this site, so we will delete them. They will be used in some future lessons. This here we are going to leave. And now we will show you how the project 0 will look like. This is our planned project 0. That is the project that we are starting from, and that's why it is so simple. While moving through course, other projects are going to get more and more interesting, but also more demanding. So, as we said, this is only beginning for you to get familiar with HTML and its work. Let's start with this. For beginning, let's define language. We will put English language because it is the language of this site. Title is going to be first project. Title we are going to change into project 0, 7 to heaven. This is the 0th project, however, not first. Next thing that we are going to do is the title that our site needs. As you can see, the title is What is HTML? To create this title, we are going to use tag h1. In h1 tag, we will write What is HTML? Let's minimize windows that we will be using. That will make our work easier, so we can see easily what we need to do. We will also turn on live preview so we could immediately see results of our work. OK, now we see what's happening. We have the title. Now we need the rest of the page. Let's go to Wikipedia to find something about HTML, some text. In Google, we will write HTML Wikipedia. Let's choose the second link, which leads us on English page about HTML on Wikipedia. Let's copy this text for start. We will put that in one paragraph in our HTML document. Under h1 tag, we are going to create paragraph P and put the copied text inside it. Let's go to browser on our project 0. Let's compare it with picture. We can see the difference. After this word JavaScript, there needs to be new line because it is on the example like that. After the word JavaScript, we will add 2 BR tags. With this tag, we get the new line. We added 2 tags because we wanted to make extra space between the lines of text. In live preview, we can see that we have separated text. Next thing we need is a photo. The photo we will also find on the internet. In Google search engine, let's write HTML and choose pictures. We will also choose the size. Let's click only big photos. We're going to choose this one. This time the picture doesn't need to be identical. We have found a similar one. Let's click right-click and Save Image As. We are going to save it on desktop and call it img1. Okay, we have downloaded the picture and now let's move it in folder Project 0, in which we will make a new folder called img. In that new folder img, we will move downloaded picture. Now, let's add the picture in HTML code. Under the paragraph P, we'll open tag img. Let's write source attribute img img1. Now, let's close the img tag and let's check how it looks like. We have the picture that's a little too big, so we will decrease its size a bit. After the attribute source, we will add attribute style with a value of 1200 pixels. Pay attention how we wrote this, because it is very important to write this correctly. Now, when we have decreased our picture, let's see how it looks like. We can see it is quite similar to what we actually need to get. We have just used our first internal style. That's this. After the picture, we have new text. That's the title again. Only this is a title of lower order, so this time we are going to use h2 tag. Some common rule is that the h1 title should only be used once on a page. Text that we need to write in h2 tag is history. After the title history, let's start with new paragraph. In this paragraph, we are writing the history of HTML, and that also we are going to find on Wikipedia. Let's go back to the site about HTML on Wikipedia. We need history. Let's see what we need to have on the picture first. Okay. Let's copy this part of the text and put it in the first paragraph under h2 title. Okay, now we have some text here. Let's delete those parts we don't need. Okay, now let's make new paragraph and inside it we will copy this text. Again, let's delete parts we don't need. Let's see the look of our page. When we compare it with the picture of how it needs to look like, we can see that there is one part of the text missing. That's this part right here. Let's make one more paragraph P, and inside it we are going to put the part of text from Wikipedia. Okay, when we done that, let's see our page to see what we got. There is one more thing to do. We need to make these two links. Links lead to Wikipedia page and the official HTML page. We write href. href is attribute in which we put the URL address of the link we want to go to. For address, we are going to use this link. We will copy the address and close the tag A, and inside the tag we write link 1. We are making one more A tag, href, and we go to html.com page, and let's copy this page right here. Otherwise, this is the official HTML page. In href attribute, we'll copy this page and close the A tag and write link to in it. We will go back to our page. Here, we can see that we have finished with our first, 0 project. However, we have one problem. Our code doesn't look pretty. It's not neat. For that reason, we are going to use plugin Beautify that we have installed. Let's mark the whole text and press Edit and Beautify. Now we got pretty and neat code that looks nice. With this, we have finished our 0 project. Main goal was to introduce you particularly with HTML and work in brackets. Starting from next project, we will slowly start with a little more serious work, and already in the first project we will make a real site. We are looking forward to continue working together. Hurry up to your new lesson and new project. See you there.